Rollercoasters, where this evening I'm here at Paultons Park for their theme park Superfans event. So in this video there's going to be some behind the scenes tours. The park are also going to be revealing some information about a brand new development, yeah, and more. So the event is starting over in Tornado Springs, where we check in, and then we'll be going on like a behind the scenes tour of one of 3 rides, which will either be Flight of the Pterosaur, Cobra or Storm Chaser in Tornado Springs. So yeah, let's get down towards Tornado Springs and get checked in for this event. All checked in for the event, then got a little sticker there. They were selling raffle tickets. There was like ride parts and Mac rides merch. First public ride on something, which is probably the new coaster. So yeah, got 5 here. So hopefully win something. That'd be really cool. There's like, they're setting up a buffet and stuff, and then basically they said I've literally got a line up for the ride tour I want to do, so that'll be the first part of the event. So I'm not sure what I'm going to pick. I think I'm going to go sit down and have a think about that, because yeah, Storm Chaser, Flight of the Pterosaur or Cobra, I'm not really sure, to be honest. Yeah, we just checked in here, and that sort of seems to be the hub for the event here in Route 83. With there being 25 minutes until the first tours are going to start, I thought I may as well go for a walk-on ride on Storm Chaser. Walking down to Flight of the Pterosaur, yeah, chose to do that over Storm Chaser or Cobra. Yeah, I just think it might be most interesting. Nearly down here at Flight of the Pterosaur now. Wow, this is really cool. You can really get up close and there's no like rush when you're in the station, just to really have a look at it all. Even walk down here. Yeah, you can really get up close and even like touch the track. It's actually quite greasy. Wow, this is really cool. Wow, you can really see all the work into there. They've got like safety mechanisms, I guess in case this fails. They've got that metal one there by the looks of things. Then we have to check all the bolts. Going into Cobra's maintenance bay, I think it is now. In we go. All going down the stairs. Oh, this is the transfer track. Wow. The duct to go under it. They've got some pictures of construction here. Wow. Oh, that's the shed, I think. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's them lifting in the top of the lift hill. Wow, these are really cool pictures. Oh, you can really get a good, it's perfect like height. And it's the right size so you can spin the wheels and things. And just check the movement on all of them. Not that one. Wow. There's a ton of wheels. Oh. Wow. Yeah, like the brake run of Cobra now. Yeah, you got all the little tyres just to push you along, and this is the brakes actually. It's got like a fin, as you'll have seen on the side in there. Yeah, I was riding this like an hour ago, going around on this track. It feels really solid actually. I mean, even this grass bank, which doesn't feel overly close to it, you wouldn't normally be able to come up here. But yeah, there's track literally right there. Yeah, I'll keep a little bit back from the edge here. Yeah, this is the famous shed. It's actually a lot bigger than you think when you're on the ride. Never do this with an operational ride. Oh, that's cool. We've signed it every year. We're under the station now, by the way, not the maintenance bay. We've got like jacks and everything. Look at the size of the chain. You do not want to be touching that. That is very greasy. Yeah, I've always wondered about the chain. It's like so far off the track here. There you go, you can see it up. So I've been stood here a few times today, just boarding the train. Yeah, little did I think I'd be down here. I thought it might be like in the maintenance bay, but I didn't think it'd be directly under the station. These wheels are actually bigger than I thought, but push the train along. Yeah, there's the upstop wheels needed on those airtime mills. They'll roll for a while. On the construction site now for the 2026 development. Yeah, couldn't see loads from here, but it's understandable. It's better view from above because it is just footers at the minute, but I'm sure I'll understand a lot more yeah, in about an hour and a half's time. Back over here at Tornado Springs now, having completed Flight of the Pterosaur and Cobra behind the scenes. Yeah, it's 25 to 7, so that did take a bit of time, but it was well worth it. Yeah, so what's going on over here. I think 7:30 is when they're going to reveal some exciting information. Yeah, the buffet is now open. I think we've got like an hour until they're going to do some announcements. And yeah, we've got an ERT in Tornado Springs, which is really cool actually. Yeah, I think this is like my 5th ride today. I can't quite remember. I'll have a look. I've got it all written down. On Storm Chaser. Yeah, first ride of the ERT.
You must remain. Please take care as you climb out of your seat and exit the station. Now hold on tight, Storm Chasers. It's going to be a wild ride. Welcome back, everyone.
Doesn't even look like there's anyone in the queue, but Cyclonator. Yeah, went on Storm Chaser, got back row facing backwards. Very fun. Am I going to have this to myself? I mean, I'm sure some people will join the queue. Wow. Exclusive ride time. Sat on Cyclonator for 2 rides there, yeah. But well worth it, really good. Love an ERT actually, it's my first ever one. It's just a really good atmosphere. Got about 15 minutes until the announcement, so I don't know if I'll get any more rides. I might just head and have some buffet food actually before the announcement. Paultons duck, yeah, saw him this morning. Anyway, right, it's time to go get some buffet food. Be safe. Yeah, hopefully it's really good. Let's take a box, I guess. Yeah, the food is actually really good. Got about 10 minutes until the speeches. Yeah, heading to the main stage for the speeches. Hopefully we'll be able to get a seat, if not just stand around the edges. So there's less than 5 minutes to go until the speeches are going to start. I'm so excited to find out what this ride is. So yeah, I'm just going to cut to yeah, the announcement basically and some speeches.
And what do we all think of Ghostly Manor? Well, I'm Lawrence, and
I'm James. Good evening, everyone.
thank you for coming to Superfans Day. And yeah, we really hope you enjoyed Ghosty Manor. Sounds like you all did, which is fantastic. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? We're really pleased with the ride and really excited to show it off to you and obviously a lot of guests in the future. At the end of the presentation, we'll end the live stream. However, we'll give you guys the chance to ask us some questions, which we're sure there are going to be a lot of after you see our plans for next year. You guys are good. You guys are good.
Good crowd. Have fun.
Thank you. However, first we wanted to recap some of the projects that we've been doing over the last year. So what have we been doing since May? I can't really believe it's been a year since you guys were all last here. And yeah, we've been busy for sure. So the most exciting project is the phone mast, of course. Big round of applause for the phone mast. No mobile signal coming out of the phone mast yet. It looks great. It looks great. We'll get there. Yes. Waiting for BT to run the fibre. However, that will be imminent, we hope, and then we'll have lovely 5G all around the park. We won't spend too long on the phone mast. Do you want to take the start?
Yeah, I will take this one. So, a big part of what we do here at Paultons is our team. We couldn't do it without everyone. We've got a fantastic team, whether that's delivering projects, the operations day to day, behind the scenes. We're blessed to have the team we have, and we want to be able to look after them. So this slide is just to show we've extended our staff room. It might sound a little bit plain, a little bit boring, but it's so important for us to be able to offer a hot meal, fantastic service to our staff as well, so they can give great service to you guys when you're here on park. So it's one of our behind the scenes investments that we've carried out this year.
Yeah, you'll remember last year I spoke about our core values, and one of those was, of course, our people. So this investment really reflects that. Investing in the team, making sure they can get a hot meal at the start, at the end of the day, is really important that they can deliver the service.
I can't believe the people still on storm chairs.
So alongside Ghosty Manor, we gave Show Street a bit of a refresh, and it was definitely part of the park that was looking a bit more tired. We knew we needed to do something with it. It's obviously home to our first aid room and our education centre as well. New modern cladding, widened access to first aid, so a nice improvement there. Of course, joined into Ghosty Manor at the end there too, so added the hit and miss fencing to kind of segregate those two sections.
Yeah, it just looks a lot fresher. We're really pleased with how the area's turned out. And yeah, as Lawrence says, it's really lifted that area of the park now. We were conscious that it needed a lot of work, and now it's at a stage where we feel like we're done with that area for a while. We're done with over here, this side of the park for a while, and we can leave it and we can focus on perhaps other areas, which is quite exciting. More of that in the future.
So on to probably the largest project outside of Ghosty Manor that we undertook this year was, of course, the investment into solar. So we installed 1,500 solar panels across the park, and it really is a really fantastic addition to our portfolio.
Okay, so here, hopefully you've all been on the ride and you recognise some of these scenes now from what you saw today. These are some of the early sketches and the designs that we had to work from as the concept. We developed the concept further into the actual game. You can see Basil, the plant, which I hope gave some of you a surprise today as you went around. The dining room scene, and then our basement pre-show, and all of those elements. To actually walk through now and look back at these is quite rewarding actually. We're really pleased with how it's turned out.
Yeah, from the early sketches like these, concept design, and we do a full, Leisure Expo Group did a full animatic of the process through the ride, time to the exact time of the ride, so we could really see how the guests move through the attraction. And we back that up with, sorry, it's a bit bright. It's with 3D modelling, and that really gives us a sense of scale and volume through the area and how guests are gonna move through. And we use the top-down plan to try and figure out the operational side of it and how guests are going to get on the ride and off the ride. So all really important stuff before we ever put a spade in the ground. Yeah,
absolutely. You can see here we actually did tweak a few elements in the original design of the gardens. We've moved some of the props around. When we got on site, we found out that actually it just worked better with the flow and what we wanted to achieve and the capacity we wanted in the queue. but a lot of it really hasn't changed from those early concepts. And the thought that goes into these projects and these rides early on to make sure that we can maintain them, we can operate them efficiently, a lot of the importance of that before you even start building is essential. And it's something we learn every time we do a project. We like to think we get a little bit better at.
So from there we move into construction. Now this was around June, July 2024, so just after our event here. So it started with ripping out the 4D cinema, and you can see here that is the extent of the building that Ghostly Manor sits in, and that is the space. So you can see what a fantastic experience we've created inside such a small area, and it's really rewarding to get such a long ride experience in there. And I know a few of you were surprised that actually it was so long. You were expecting to get off the ride and then you had sort of 3 more scenes to get through. So it's really, really cool that we've created such a good experience inside such a small footprint. Anything to add?
No, I think you've covered it really. There was a joke there that I had to restrain myself from, but I won't say it. Yeah, so here's another, some quite interesting images. You can see the gantry over the top. An essential part that we hang on all the lights, the projectors for the projection mapping, the sensors, Lagatronics here somewhere. There's a lot more up there that I can't even remember, but there's I'm not in charge of that bit, thankfully. But an essential part, you can see the curved outer scenes, the large scenes, all onto what is a plasterboard wall essentially. But we had to make sure that the radius of that and the angles were absolutely spot on, completely spot on. So getting that laid out by our partner survey company, and then also making sure that we constructed it accurately were essential. And then the perfect smoothness that we could project on, the detail in that was really good. But the effect we've managed to create, we're so pleased with. And it's amazing what you can do nowadays.
Yeah, the brilliance of the plasterboard is that with a traditional maybe stretched fabric over a large area, you might start to get sagging, increases in the fabric. This is really to do with longevity as well as it looking fantastic as well. Yeah, you'll all see my videos, so you would know all about the curved projections.
One other interesting thing, I think it's interesting, the ride actually runs directly onto the concrete floor. So the actual concrete had to be perfectly smooth. There was a lot of detail in making sure that was set perfectly, because any small imperfection where the running wheels go over, you would feel as you go round in that circular disc movement. So it actually sits perfectly on the concrete floor and runs around. Maybe that wasn't interesting.
They looked interesting. I didn't get an applause though. So.
Thank you. If you said it, they'd love it.
So some internal shots here from when the ride was being constructed. We took delivery of the Mac ride system, the turntable, and of course started building the parts in the middle that make up the ride, where all the screens sit for the different elements, and where a lot of the motors and those control systems sit for the animatronic elements.
Can I say one other thing?
Of course.
In this central piece here, the first 2 scenes, there's the window and also the hallway scene. You have a big screen in the centre. To get into that central scene, that central piece in the ride is central for us for maintaining it and making sure that it all works. So the actual screens in those 2 hinge. You wouldn't realise it, but they're actually doors as well. So that's the level of detail that we have to make sure is within the design, so that we have access to maintain it and make sure the ride can work every day.
So as we entered 2025, some big milestones were reached. We started to see the finishing of the construction of these walls. A lot of the work over in Show Street was taking place with ripping the old cladding down and exposing the metalwork underneath. And of course, the garden started to be set out, and the landscaping team started to work on this as well. And there's James doing. What were you doing there?
Essential work.
Essential work.
I do a lot of that.
This is how it looks now. Not quite. This is how it looks now. We really believe that Ghostly Manor, as James said, shows another step up in quality for us at Paultons. It's a ride we're incredibly proud of, and we think it's a great addition here at the park and also in the UK.
Yeah, we are. We are incredibly proud of what we and the teams here have been able to achieve. And the way it fits into the park and looks like it's always been there. It complements the core values that we have here, and it's to be able to bring a dark ride into that garden area, it just works perfectly. So we're really happy with that, really happy.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see how it transformed that pathway into more of a hub.
Yeah.
With the fountain and lots of people very interested. Looks brilliant. Very, very happy with Ghostly Manor. So, at the moment we have some very, very basic plot plans, and I will say that last year when I said we didn't have any short, medium, long-term plans, we actually didn't. We only really started talking about this June, July last year, so we are very, very early in this journey. But the vision is to turn Paultons into a resort-style destination. Very family-friendly, a Scandinavian-style holiday village with around 90 units, but as I said, we're very, very early. Not even we know when this will open yet.
No, and that is the truth, honestly. We don't want to put a date on it at the moment. We're very, very early in the process. There's a lot of work for us to do on this. We're excited about the project. We're looking to do our take on it with sort of tree houses, underground accommodation, something different, something special that fits Paultons Park and the quality we've been known for. But we really do not have any more to share on it at the moment.
But yes, we know why you're really here. You want to see what we've got planned for next year. So who's ready to find out?
Yeah.
Play the tape. To announce Valgard, Realm of the Vikings. Woo! This brand new immersive area will open in May next year and includes our tallest and fastest roller coaster to date. A brand new UK first flat ride, and of course a full re-theme of the Cobra roller coaster, which is very exciting.
Everyone loves Cobra.
Everyone loves Cobra. And there you go, one last look at the concept art. Looks pretty cool. We're very excited.
It looks excellent. We are really excited. And if you guys ever looked at the Tornado Springs, the artwork we had done for that, and overlaid it next to what we achieved, we got pretty close. We want to do better again this time. We want to see if we can create something even better. That's what we do. Every time we do a project, we want it to be better. We take the learnings we've done. We've got a fantastic, beautiful design to follow. A lot of the detail isn't even shown in this that we're hoping to achieve. So we've got a lot of work to do. We will do it, we will achieve it. But yeah, we're incredibly excited. And yeah, look forward to this time next year.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like last year, you're welcome to ask us questions.
We can't comment.
No, can't comment.
No.
There's
It
nothing
might have water in it. The ride will have over-the-shoulder restraints.
That's why we have to go into the live stream.
If you said that, they would have cheered.
Yeah.
Okay, so why have we gone for over-the-shoulder restraints? We have to grow with our audience. Okay, Paultons Park, we are a family park, and we deliberated on this for a long, long time. What will the right restraints be for us, for this ride at Paultons? And we went backwards and forwards, we really, really did. And we ended up with over-the-shoulder restraints. Why? We feel that in order for this to be accessible to as many of our guests as possible and not too intimidating, we've all been on, between us, thousands of roller coasters. We really have. My cred count is nowhere near some of your guys, but I've been on plenty. I understand how roller coasters work. I understand restraints. Not all of our guests do completely. And the perception of an over-the-shoulder restraint to a lot of our guests with families, young children, the confidence to take your child on their first roller coaster with that vertical drop, that inversion. If the over-the-shoulder restraint is the difference between them enjoying that ride or not going on it, there's no question. And this is the start of us on this journey. Okay. This is we're excited what we're going to be doing the next few years. So judge us at the end of that journey, not right now.
Yeah, it's important that our rides appeal to a broad range of people. And while we love having you guys here, we love interacting with you, I will be candid, you make up a small percentage of our overall visitation, and it has to appeal to the 99% of people that visit us, not just the enthusiasts as well. So we have to make those decisions based on our audience as a whole, and unfortunately not just you guys. But as James said, bear with us, because we're on step one of the journey of upping the thrill level, and you never know what might come in the future.
Upping the thrill level while retaining our family values, that's very important to us.
Yeah.
There's no edge. What's happening to our favourite disco, whether it's a coaster or not a coaster?
You
lot can
argue
argue between you.
Yeah. Our favourite cred.
A little nibble.
Edge will still be at the park, but it will be outside of the boundary of Valgard. But it will still be at the park.
Yeah. Dare I say there's no short to medium term plans to
Careful.
go now with
With the success of Ghostly Manor, would you ever consider more dark rides?
I don't know where that came from. Sorry, over there, yes. Hello. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you say success, we've had one day of operation, but thank you very much. Potentially in the future, we would like to have another one, but we never say never.
Do you want to pick and I'll hold and we'll rotate and I'll announce the prizes?
A lot of pressure.
So the first prize is 4 return tickets to the park. Ooh. And the winner is... oh goodness, what colour is that? What is that? Orange, excellent. Orange 564.
It's all more efficient then.
It's well organised.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, this is a good one. The Mac goodie bag. I can do that colour. Blue 81. Blue 81.
Congratulations to Blue 81.
Oh, this is good. Sky's doing a seat hanger parts. So what's written there? Another blue, and it is blue 96. 96. And we've got blue 567. Blue 567. Some Paultons merch.
And there we go then, you've heard the brand new Gus Sauer Eurofighter that did unfortunately actually get leaked, but I sort of stayed away from it and I didn't believe it at first, so yeah, it didn't spoil it too much. Very exciting announcement. I'm going to do a video at home, like going in depth, when I can like have a proper look over all the footage, but yeah, you've just seen there, it looks very awesome. It went on for quite a while and we had a Q&A, I put some of that in, there were some quite tough questions in there which was really good. And then they did like all the raffle and stuff. Pretty much going to be heading out of the park shortly. They have got like a silent disco and stuff. I think we're going to go sit in here for a few minutes and stuff before heading out. But yeah, it was still really good, really well put together. There was some good information in there as well. Just a bit of an insight into the sort of work that goes on here at Paultons. Just left the park now. Yeah, it was just a silent disco, nothing more going on. Not really my sort of thing. Yeah, so walked out of the park. That has been an amazing event. I've really got to say a massive thank you to Paultons Park for putting all this on. I don't want to say this has cost nothing, this is gifted. this evening. Even 2 tickets were complimentary as well, so really kind of the park, and it was very special to be part of that like big announcement, as much as I think it was the Daily Mirror that leaked it all this morning. So some people had a good idea of what it was going to be. I saw it as a rumour online, and I thought it was nothing more than that. I thought it was just like speculation. Turns out it was bang on. So yeah, I'm very excited for it actually. Looks very good. I'll do an in-depth video at home where I'll go right into the detail and stuff of this and what it's going to mean for the park. I want to mention some of the questions. It's going to have over-the-shoulder restraints. That was a question that got asked. They had very good reasoning for it, I thought. It's just with basically kids are going to be too scared to go lap bars. As much as enthusiasts sort of love lap bars, the general public less so. So that was the reason for that. There was some other good things. 2027, it's going to be like a water ride, very possibly. My prediction already for that, I think it's going to be a Mack water coaster, but yeah, we don't know anything. We probably won't find out until next year. Yeah, May next year is the opening for that coaster. Hoping to come back for that. I'd love if they do another Superfans event. I'd love to come back to that because tonight has been amazing. I've got to say, this isn't me being biased or anything. Paultons Park is the best theme park in the UK. They do another level of like theming and stuff, especially with Tornado Springs, and from that concept art, I know it's not always what actually comes to fruition, but that new Vikings area looks like it's going to be one of the best, if not the best themed area in the UK. Raven, which will be the new name for Cobra. Yeah, looking very exciting. As I say, one more time, it's been an amazing evening. The behind the scenes was actually really cool. I forgot about that. It's been so long ago now, it's a few hours. Like getting to touch roller coaster track, sit on roller coaster track and just go in behind the scenes areas, that was awesome. Yeah, the fact that the park do this, not really any other parks do this, and if they do, it's for like celebrities and stuff instead of people who genuinely care about theme parks, the theme park enthusiasts, and that's what I like about it. Yeah, and that is basically going to do it. I'll stop rambling on now. I've been going on for like 3 minutes. Gonna get out of the park, gonna try and get this video edited and online as soon as possible. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, this is online the Saturday evening, but it is nearly 9 o'clock now. So I've got a bit of work to do.